That's how we revolutionize.
That's why the hospital business is booming. Keep people in the hospital. That's really.
That is not what
that's
you're supposed to say. No, you're supposed to tell these people you come to the hospital will make you better and you'll live a great
I'm not
life.
gonna lie to them.
What?
I'm not gonna lie to them.
Those therapists lie to him. Cheers, my brother.
Look like swamp water. This your favorite song?
Man.
Your
Favorite Irish pub song, probably.
What's your favorite heritage song?
I could just picture the Irish festival right now.
Stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him. Stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him.
You sound like SpongeBob.
I guess you could take the pirate approach to this music. Anyway, let's get to this, man.
Oh, man.
What's up, everyone?
It's Intoxicated Opinions.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. We just tried the Dubliner. Just tried Red Bush. Don't drink either of them. Get that proper 12.
Listen, so we Americanized it.
Uh-huh.
We got the Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
And then we got beer
Uh-huh.
with some food coloring in it. Green.
Why would you give away our secrets? They don't know what's in it.
Just in case you want to know how to make it beer green,
Just put
add
green
food color.
I haven't had an Incredible Hulk in 15 years, since I was in the Army.
It's time to get strong again.
Man. Can I get a cheer? I'll cheer myself.
Cheers.
Disrespect. But I remember the taste. If this was anywhere, I'd be like, oh, yeah. I know exactly what that is.
Hypnotic and Hennessy. Matter of fact, we switched it up. We put Hennessy White in it.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's why it's not as green.
Yeah.
Kind of sky bluish. Anyway, what are we talking about tonight?
Men's mental health. Should men see therapists?
I'm going to say they need to grow the fuck up.
Listen, man.
No, I don't think men need to see a therapist. Unless, there's always an exception, right? I'm going to say unless they are combat veterans that have suffered.
What's the exception for?
Combat veterans that have a difficult time adjusting back to civilization after getting out of the service. Other than that, I don't know what kind of emotional problems you're going to go through. Sadness, depression. We had a discussion not long ago. You said depression was even real, right?
No.
You didn't say that.
I no, it's not.
Okay, yeah. So what
It's like a state of being.
what would you need to go see a therapist for?
I wouldn't say you need to see a therapist.
You don't think a man needs to see a therapist?
Listen, I'm just not one who feels like a therapist is very much needed.
You can't just talk it out?
I believe you should be able to talk to people close to you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you feel like you ain't got nobody close to you, then I can understand why you have problems. That's just my.
Are you uncomfortable going, sitting in front of a stranger and telling them all your issues?
It has nothing to do with that. I just don't feel like, a stranger can understand where I'm coming from. Especially one that hasn't grown up how I grew up or, under the circumstances that I grew up in. Mm-hmm. And then they're just sitting there and telling me my issues. I don't know. I don't have those issues.
You don't see the benefit in going.
I'm not traumatized. I don't have PTSD, and I don't deal with those issues. Maybe I'm mentally stronger than a lot of people, but I just don't have a lot of those issues.
I think there may be value in seeing, not necessarily a therapist, but maybe like a life coach or a financial coach or someone that gives you advice and tips on how to.
We said therapists. We didn't say life coaches.
They're kind of similar. They're going to tell you, hey, you're going to go with them with a problem or an issue or a goal you want to reach. They're going to say, hey, try this, that. I'm going to walk you through it. A therapist is going to do the same thing. Hey, I'm trying to get rid of depression. All right, we're going to try this.
But you can't get rid of depression.
It doesn't exist as far as I know.
Like, that's you wanting to change or wanting to come out of a state of being extremely sad all the time.
I can't relate, so I can't.
I can't. You know, I don't know how to relate. I don't understand how people in America can relate to
Depression.
or can be depressed.
Um,
Supposed to be the greatest country in the world, the freest country, and it's a lot of depressed people, a lot of suicidal people, and I just don't understand it.
it's probably the best, greatest country right after Ireland. I put them neck and neck.
What you say?
No, I don't even know anyone that's went to a therapist. Not a male, not a man. So I would say I would not suggest anyone going to talk to someone. I think you pay someone your money. They're going to listen to you the same as your friend can do. They're going to give you some advice here and there. They may be more detailed. You know, they got a school for this.
They're going to diagnose you, say that you're this, that, or that, and then they're going to either prescribe you meds or you're going to keep coming back until they feel like you shouldn't come back.
And that's going to be never because they need that money.
Or you're going to always, like, you're never healed until you want to be healed. That's why I don't understand. Like, people keep going to therapists and people to talk to, but you're never healed until you choose that you want to be healed or you choose that you want to make a life change.
It's like
you don't go to a therapist and be like, oh, it's not like going to a doctor. You got a broken bone. You go to a doctor and he realigns or puts you in a cast and your bone heals and you're better.
Right.
I feel like you go to a therapist and your problem is never really solved. All he does is tell you things
it's never
that's wrong
ending.
with
Yeah,
your life.
It's ongoing therapy for life. Once a week, twice a week. Some people check in once a month.
I just can't do it.
And you're paying this person.
I don't understand it. Maybe that's what I should say. I don't understand
to listen to your problems.
But you know, people have different types of issues. Anxiety. What about people with PTSD?
Oh, they need therapy, man. I'm telling you, they need something.
Yeah.
Anyone in the armed forces that went through PTSD, the Army or whatever branch they were in, failed them. One, in introducing them to this kind of stimulus, or two, regressing them away from that stimulus back into a normal mind frame. But if they would have done those two properly, there shouldn't be any kind of signs or symptoms of PTSD. But there's a weird fact. 21 veterans a day in their life. It's crazy. 21 veterans a day commit suicide. And there's a movement going on social media, in 21 or, hashtag 21. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to put it in the video.
Suicide, like, sensationalized. Do people use that to get attention?
I would say half and half. Well, I would say the majority of people that actually go through with it will not verbalize their intentions or even their feelings or what they're thinking. For example, who is Mrs. Doubtfire? I know you've seen that movie.
Robin Williams?
Robin Williams, yeah. He committed suicide. No one knew he was going to do that. The day before, he's laughing, he's smiling. Next day, he killed himself. Now, like what's funny? You laughing at that, man?
I'm not. I'm laughing at Miss Doubtfire. I'm thinking of Miss Doubtfire. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh man, come on now. Let's just be honest. Like, I think if people didn't sit here and, what they do is hype up suicide. Suicide. I don't understand why it's
What's
like.
the word you lose? Sensationalized?
Yeah.
They just make it popular or make it trending or make it.
It should be looked down upon.
Now it's more appropriate to, take statements or threats of suicide or threats of depression seriously.
I just believe it's very selfish.
Yeah.
It's selfish. You're sitting here saying you're going through all these problems and your life would be better without, but you don't know. Until you call everybody that you ran across and see how, you affect their life, then you can't really say that the world will be a better place without you. Unless you're Hitler or something.
Would this be a good time for those suicidal people to go talk to a therapist? Is the question. It could be.
I would ask why they suicidal.
So it sounds to me like you need some up close and personal experience with someone that's.
I don't understand it. The percentage of people who regret attempting suicide is like 90%.
And the other 10% is
Actually
dead.
complete. Yeah. So after they do it, they don't want to do it. But it's still so many people that sit here and do it.
I went to this church when I was younger, Tri-City.
Yeah, I went there too.
What? I knew this guy named Mr. Kruger.
I liked him.
And I bet that congregation would say it's the demons in their mind telling them to end their life.
I don't think he would say that.
You don't think that was what? That would be the message. Get those demons out of you, son. They put your hand on your head and they would
they don't do things like that.
touch you and you fall and dance.
No, that's some fake churches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just see what I see on
TV.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
No. So it might not be nothing to do with the devil.
No.
No. It's just someone's
just making a decision, poor decision.
Okay. So the religious route didn't work. What about?
It's an unhealthy decision. It's a poor decision.
Regarding
it's a decision that's made on impulse. It's not really thought through. I just don't. I don't understand it. So
maybe you don't understand it because you don't understand the brain chemistry behind.
So I'm not fucked up in the brain.
Yeah. Yeah. If that's
guess.
what you mean when you're describing disproportionate brain chemistry compared to normal people.
I don't think that's true because, like, I'm used to gunshots. When I hear gunshots, it doesn't frighten me. 4th of July doesn't disturb me. It just sounds normal to me based on the environment that I was raised in. So, I mean, I think you adapt. I think you adapt to your environment a lot of the times. I think some of the issues people have are real minor. I think they seek attention a lot of times.
I'm saying someone that's suffering from depression, or
I don't believe in it.
You can go in their brain, look at the brain activity, the brain waves. You can look at the chemistry of the neurons that are or are not firing, and they're not in line with people that don't feel that way. They give them some pills, bam, now the brain chemistry looks fine. Everything is firing all cylinders. Everything is in line, and now they're on their way with a normal life. So I'm saying there can be.
But that's not true, because that's to say that everybody's brain who doesn't fire shouldn't fire the exact same way.
I'm just saying there's common denominators with people with depression that are suicidal, that have tried to commit or threatened to commit. And so there is something wrong with their brain.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
It's not. Some people do it just for attention.
Okay, besides them, obviously. I'm talking
okay,
about...
but you're saying besides them, but we can't differentiate the two. We can't say these people seek attention and these people have real issues, and without knowing anything about the people. We just sit here and we lump everybody who's suicidal or depressed in the same category, whether they're doing it for attention or whether they really have something wrong with them.
Do you believe people can really have something wrong with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Based on drugs and
which
based
alters
on drugs.
the brain chemistry permanently.
Yeah, which can alter, I believe, but you got to take medication for the rest of your life. So there's nothing a therapist can really do for you.
So we need to be seeing a psychiatrist.
There's nothing they can do for you. All they can do is prescribe you. A doctor can prescribe you a medication, and you can continue to take that medication
Forever.
To stay, I guess,
somewhat normal.
Borderline. To where you don't have these feelings. So you asked me, is there any reason for a therapist? I don't think so. That's just my personal opinion.
A lot of therapists are going to be mad at you.
That's fine. They
Especially
need a
the ones
job.
you work with.
They need a job. I don't work with therapists. I work with nurses.
Oh, there's no therapist there?
There are, but I work night shift.
Oh, yeah. I remember the therapist used to hate me because I would always do the exact opposite of what their behavioral plan was.
I see a lot more, working with kids and coming up and working in a psych field with kids, I think that the people that work directly with the kids did more help propel those kids more than the therapists who see them for 5-10 minutes out the day.
That's it. They quick little talk. Hey, I therapized you for the day.
Sometimes they didn't see him for that long, so you know.
I remember where we were at. It was like once a week they would see him, once or twice a week.
So how do you? I don't know. Maybe it's just
Okay,
me.
so if the topic is our therapists legit, should
men see therapists?
should anyone, I guess, in that case, if we're
Well, we're men, so I can't speak on a woman's perspective. But as a man, I don't feel like a therapist is
beneficial at all.
beneficial.
Okay.
If
I
you
can
have
agree
some
with that.
kind of chemical imbalance, if you're used to smoking wet, or you done took drugs and they done fucked up your head, or
Everybody's saying where you
caused
need to
a
be. Yeah.
chemical imbalance, and you're just going, you still don't need a therapist. You're gonna need medication for the rest of your life, just to stabilize you.
Right.
So I mean,
So let's hashtag this. End the lies. Fire all
No.
therapists.
this is why we.
This is how we revolutionize.
This is why the hospital business is booming. Keep people in the hospital. That's really.
That is not what
That's
you're
the
supposed
goal.
to say. No, you're supposed to tell these people you come to the hospital will make you better and you'll live a great
I'm not
life.
gonna lie to them.
What?
I'm not gonna lie to them.
Those therapists lie to him.
They can lie to them. Listen,
Those doctors be
we
lying
say that we're here to help people, but as soon as your insurance run out, we don't help you.
That's dirty.
How does that work? As soon as your Medicaid run out, you gotta go somewhere. You gotta
It's
find
not here.
something to do.
It's not here.
So I mean, to say we actually really want to help people, I just don't see that.
It's just a big money scheme, huh?
Yeah, you got doctors who own medication and who prescribe these medications.
Because they get paid to do so.
Yeah,
Or they get a kickback from
or
that
they get a
company.
percentage. Yeah, I mean that's part of the business. And we got people out here promoting mental health awareness and all that, and telling people.
And you just
that
think it's hot garbage.
it is. It is. It's a business. It's booming too. Business is booming right now.
For mental health awareness.
For hospital mental health, it's booming.
Yeah.
Psych health is booming.
And it may not be even a thing.
It'll be going on for until we die. They'll keep prescribing medication. They'll keep saying that you need meds
It's crazy.
until you learn about yourself, until you deal with your own issues that you're dealing with, and understand them. I guess because most people know what the fuck is wrong with them.
Right.
Most people know they're greedy. Most people know that they're stubborn. Most people know that, they've been sexually traumatized and that they'll never let go of that, or they don't want to let go of it or want to use it as an excuse. Me as a male growing up, I used to say, I don't know what love is because I was in a certain environment and I could use that to my advantage. I wasn't dumb, but I could use it. So I would tell somebody, I don't know what love is, so I can't be in love with you. Kids do that all the time. People think kids
They
are
do
dumber than what
manipulate
they are.
all the time. Yeah.
You just manipulate the system. I mean, some people don't believe that. Some people, have a strong conviction towards mental health and say that we need it. And, for those people, I feel free, but, I just say look at the numbers.
We're going to try to wake you up.
Look at the money.
Follow the money.
I just say follow the money.
Anyway, like, share, subscribe. We about to hop on to the next video.
Yeah, check your mental health.
Check your mental health.
Find your therapist if you need.
Hashtag mental health awareness.
Yeah.
Hashtags.
Yeah. Get you the medication. Yeah. Seroquel.
Pay for that
Trazodone.
stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and get it if you need
It'll
it.
get you right. It'll make you smile. Everything in life will be gravy. Cheers, brother. We out up in this piece.
Cheers.
Can we get that Drunken Sailor song on? It's too late.